Today I'm going to detail the top and the bottom for the Smart Compact Bench, including drilling the 20mm holes exactly 96mm apart and perfectly square. I'm Ron Paulk, and this is the Smart Woodshop. If you want to get a set of plans to build yourself a Smart Woodshop or one of my workbenches, check the description of this video down below for a link right to my store, where you can purchase the plans and download them immediately 24/7, 365. Today we're going to get to go back in time and cut these 20mm holes with machine shop accuracy using the Paulk Guide Mark II. It takes a little time. It took me about an hour to drill this top out. But considering that the bench is going to last me many, many years, it's going to pay for itself many times over, allowing me the dependability, the accuracy of these holes being perfectly square, perfectly laid out, so that I can clamp and put in bench dogs and trust their accuracy.
The Paulk Guide Mark II uses the 3-4-5 rule, where you measure one direction and then you measure up 90 degrees to it and get the hypotenuse to get a perfect square. I don't think you could get any more accurate than this. The rulers have 5mm holes drilled in them, and they are labeled or numbered. The drill guide shoulder drops into that 5mm hole. Very tight tolerance. To get the shoulder in the hole, you have to kind of lift the ruler slightly, snap it into place, and then you can drop the pin into the previous hole that you've drilled. And with the Mark II, they've added the 32 and the 64 holes on the end there, and that has helped quite a bit. They've also improved how the drilling is done, adding that 5mm shoulder on it. So that's definitely worth the upgrade from the Mark I. After I got all the holes drilled, they're drilled all the way, those pilot holes are drilled all the way through. And I flipped the board over and just took the 20mm bit that's provided with the Paulk Guide, and I drilled down in, maybe 1/8 of an inch or so. It didn't really matter, just enough that I didn't get any blowout on the back side. And then to do the top, it's just a matter of dropping the pins in to the holes that you've drilled, and 2 of them, and then the drill bit has a long tip on it that drops in the hole. I'm drilling the extra set of holes around the outside. That's 32mm in, or 64mm apart from the first main set of holes, which are 96mm in from the sides and the edges. And I didn't want to drill just part of it. I see some people that'll drill sections of holes, and you certainly can do that and leave some out. In my case, I just like them all, so that no matter what situation I run into, I will have a hole set up that I can put a bench dog in, or a clamp, or whatever I'm going to use it for. Plus, I like how they look, and hey, I'm cutting away wood I don't need, making it all the more lighter. The only thing I ran into is the 4 holes in the corners that I ended up with at the very end. There was just no way that the guide would, lock into that. So I used the drill guide and then put the tip of the bit in and drilled down in. So I'm pretty confident they are just as accurate. But I get a really clean set of holes, again, on both sides, because I'm not plowing through and kind of blowing that skin out on the back. I've even noticed in a lot of the CNC tops that I've had cut over the years, with real high end, they're using the bit, basically router bit, to go through, and it goes through and does do some tear out just about on every top we had cut. And in this case, because I'm taking that extra step, I'm getting a real clean cut. Not that it would matter that much, because they're on the inside and you probably would never see them, but I like it. If I can get it a little cleaner, I will. Of course, it meant I had to drill the holes 3 times. I had to drill the pilot holes, then I had to flip it over and drill through a little bit in the back, and then flip it over and do the final hole. It took an hour, maybe slightly longer, for me to drill all of these holes. But I really don't mind. The bench is going to last a very long time, and I think the accuracy and the layout is going to pay for itself many times over as I use this in the field, and I can do projects faster without having to use a tape measure. After I finished the system holes, then I laid out all of the holes for screwing the whole tabletop together so that I wouldn't have to think about it during assembly. I won't be using any tape measures or anything. And I laid the bottom on after I laid all the holes out on the top, and then I drilled through both the top and the bottom at the same time.
It's tedious. It's not a lot of fun drilling this many holes. The good news is that after the layout and drilling the pilot holes, there's no thinking after that. It's just a matter of putting the jig in place and dropping the pins and drilling the hole and repeating the process over and over. I never have to think or double check. It's really an incredible system and gives me that machine shop quality, that machine shop accuracy, CNC accuracy, not only in the size of the hole, the perfect 20 millimeter, but the perfect spacing. If you like these videos, if you learned anything, if you'd like to see me make more, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And remember, when you hit that subscribe button, to ring the bell so you'll know when I drop a new video. Thanks for dropping into the Smart Wood Shop. Stay safe and have a great day.